December, beautiful Perth in Western Australia was the venue for the biggest international sailing regatta of the 4-year Olympic cycle. 1,200 sailors from 79 nations competing in 800 boats. 10 world titles were fought off the coast of Fremantle across 6 courses. It's an event that happens only in the year before the Games, and sailors call it quite simply the Worlds. The pressure on the athletes was intense. This is always the main qualifier for the Olympic Games. All are here to pull out a top performance where the stakes are highest and Olympic selection is often on the line. The 49er is the most impressive Olympic class. Fast and athletic, it's spectacular when it goes right and when it goes wrong. With Olympic selection on the line in Perth, Denmark was strong throughout the competition and dominated the top of the leaderboard. Going into the medal race, top pair, the Toft-Nielsen brothers, had a chance to take the championship title. British pair Pink and Peacock have raced the regatta of their lives, leading the competition all week. And Australia's Utridge and Jensen have been almost unbeatable in this class. Yeah, it's a nice lead to have for a medal race. We've just got to make sure we're in the top 9 boats, and there's only 10 out there, so we're going to keep a close eye on the Danish guys.
Oh, it means a lot. The chance of a podium finish, and we're gonna push as hard as we can, that's for sure.
And it's a good start for the Australian team. Most of the fleet headed to the left-hand side of the track, and 1-2 at this side of the racetrack is Australia and the British team who've led for so much of this event, going into this race in 3rd position. The Americans are going to lead around the top mark. Well, they've just got to try and stay there and hope things work out in their favour behind. They could win a medal. Australians round in 3rd. New Zealand are up there too, but a team that have suffered in that first upwind leg are the British team. But they were towards the back of the pack, and a poor start for the Danish team, who were in 2nd place. Well, the Nielsens there are right at the back of the pack. Really accelerating, coming down to here at some speed. The turbocharger comes down. The bow points into the water. Crew getting that big Jenica down, helm on the back of the boat. Okay, outside, clip on, out. Good rounding by the American team. The Australians are coming in at speed. They go on the outside, don't take any risks, just outside the Kiwis. But here come the Danish team, who are in silver medal position. Spinnaker comes down, left it late. Crew pulls it in just in time. Quickly out on the side. And the British team, British team have just nearly lost it at the bottom mark. John Pink and Rick Peacock, handbrake turn, wing in the water. Oh, the American team are over. The American team have capsized in attack. Well, how quickly can they get this boat up? They were fighting for a medal. They are now on their side. So New Zealand take advantage. It is the Kiwis who lead. Just. And this, the Australian combination, roll into a jibe. Ian Jensen, Nathan Utridge, little weight, power on, surge. And coming down across the line, we've got the blue Jenica. It's New Zealand. 2nd for the Kiwis, great race for them. And 3rd in this race means that Australia are world champions. The 2nd world title for Australia, Nathan Utridge and Ian Jensen.
Well, the New Zealanders will be pleased, upgrading from 4th to silver medal position. That's a position that the Danish team held until the race today, but for the British sailors, disappointment into 4th. Australians, though, they made it look easy.
It wasn't as simple as it looked. I can assure you it's pretty tough racing out here, but yeah, we just tried to keep in the front group, and as long as the Danes didn't win, we were pretty safe.
Australian sailors were putting the pressure on the British, who've been the most successful Olympic sailing nation since 2000. In the Finn class, Britain has real depth of talent. And whilst a major upset saw Britain's Ben Ainslie disqualified from 2 races for an incident with a media boat and missed the medal race final, 2 other sailors were in the fight for gold. Only PJ Posma from the Netherlands could stop a British victory. But to do so, he must beat Giles Scott by 2 places in the last race. The Dutch sailor started well.
So this is PJ Posma from Holland, 2nd at the start of this race. Heads downwind. Hor Christensen from Denmark is just behind. And Giles Scott, the overall leader, is in 3rd position. At the moment, that title is heading to the Netherlands. Look at the right of the screen. There he comes. And that's exactly what Posma wants. I can hear the cheers from the commentary box. Here comes Giles Scott. Let's see the order as they shuffle around the top markets. World title is now heading to the Netherlands. Giles Scott tacks. Posma rounds the top mark. He's defended his lead. Christensen second. Giles Scott third. This is the race to the finish. This is Giles Scott. Ahead of him, Hård Christensen from Denmark. He's running out of runway and a big overtaking move there from Giles Scott. He got that right. Do that again, he'll go past. He's done it again. Giles Scott overtakes. Well, he's in a momentum now. Giles Scott got the momentum, sailed straight past. He's still going. And look at that. From behind him to a 21-metre advantage. Balance of power, Great Britain. Giles Scott holds the world title at the moment. Posma now is 20 metres away in a dying wind. Giles Scott behind is going to finish the championship of his life. He looks behind. The story is you were second, and the story is about to cross the line. This is Giles Scott. He looks under the boom. He says thank you. What must he be thinking? Victory for the British sailor.
That gold medal for Scott and a silver for fellow Brit Ed Wright gave the British team a boost in the overall medals table. But it was the Australians, in front of a huge home crowd, who had the biggest haul, with the Netherlands second and Great Britain third. After 16 days of world-class racing around the beautiful scenery of Western Australia, 10 new world champions were crowned. 1,200 sailors came here to fight for their chance to fulfil their Olympic dreams in 6 months' time. But only a handful have succeeded. The stage is now set for London 2012, and as the teams prepare for the biggest event in sport, Seamaster Sailing will be right there with the star performers.